Hello beautiful people. So I am back to give a review about this beautiful hair that I just installed this a few days ago into my hair from BeautyForever. I purchased it back in December or January, and I wanted to show you how, I go a little bit into how I installed it. Doing a sew-in on your own head as well as trying to film it is pretty rough. So I'm just showing you like my braid pattern here really quickly, and this is how it looked in the back. I did these just 3 braids, but they look like more, but it's just 3. And here I am just kind of preparing the hair, getting it ready to be installed. And I'm checking back to make sure it looks right. But yeah, this is what the hair looks like held up, and I'll go into depth about like unpackaging and just my overall thoughts with this. But I'm showing you how I sewed it on. I kind of kept it bent. I don't like cutting my wefts, and I got my little knot together, and I'm trying so hard. I did my best to kind of show the process, but again, it's just pretty complicated to do and to get back into the swing of doing your own hair. But you could kind of see how it came together. This is the hair. I straightened my little section, and this is what the hair looks like before I do anything to it as far as like flat ironing it or anything. This is what it looks in the back before any type of flat ironing. And yeah, it looked pretty full, and yeah, my hair is pretty stringy. I don't know why my hair looks stringy, because I don't have any products in it besides the cheap flat iron spray. But just giving you an initial look into what the hair looks like, and this is what it looks like styled. And overall, I was pretty happy with the results. So hey guys, so I'm back with a review of this hair. This is hair from BeautyForever, and I purchased it with my own money. If you've been watching this video, you already have seen me like going through the process of styling it, or at least trying to get it sewn in. I didn't show the full process because this is my first time in about like 6 years doing a sew-in on my own hair. So I did include some clips in there about like the braiding pattern that I used. And let me quit, because I don't want to be one of those girls who's constantly messing with their hair during the video. I can't stand seeing that. But now it's just side note, there is a huge difference between being in front of the camera and being someone who's just watching the video, because there's a lot of stuff that people do that I found so annoying as a viewer, but I definitely do them as a creator. So yeah, that was a sidebar. I'm gonna be doing different updates about the hair as well, so whatever I kind of like forget to talk about today, I will kind of revisit and just let you know over time. But I should have put some clips in there about what the hair looks like. This is where it's kind of sitting. Bought 2 22-inch bundles and 2 24-inch bundles. I really like long hair and how it looks on me. And I don't know if it's really giving like 24 inches. It could be because I have it curled a little bit. Because when I was kind of straightening it out, it did look a lot longer. So I would say that it is pretty close to the actual length. It's true to length. I am 5'9" though, so I don't know if that makes a difference. I got it during their Christmas special, and it took me a while to install it. So because I got the Christmas special, it did come in this cute little Christmas themed box, and here you see the 4 bundles. So it was pretty nice packaging. It also came with some lashes, a headband, and some nails, like they usually tend to do with hair companies, which I think is a nice touch. Here I'm just trying them out. You can see they had a really nice bounce and luster to them already, and this is after I washed them and blow dried them. Some points that I wanted to like note about this hair. First of all, I really like how it came out. It's pretty hair. It's thicker than hair that I've bought before. I think, what was the name of that company? It was Eunice. I believe I bought hair from Eunice and Icy Hair, and yeah, I was not, this was like 6 or 7 years ago. This is my first time putting a sew-in in my hair since then. And yeah, compared to them, I think that the bundles are a little bit thicker and nicer. I did get a little sale on it. I think they took like $100 off of it. So I paid about close to $300 for this hair. And I actually broke it up into like Klarna payments. I don't know if that's really relevant, but if you're wondering about BeautyForever, like they do have, like most places, most websites now, they have options for Klarna payments, or other websites I know have Afterpay. I don't know if they have both of them, but I do remember Klarna. So my initial thoughts about the hair, one, when I was washing the hair out, just when I was rinsing it, there was a lot of dye coming out. It was like this brownish dye, I guess to match, because I think I bought the hair in 1B, and I wanted 1B because it matches my natural hair color. If you can tell, this is my natural hair. You can definitely tell because my natural hair just tends to get stringy when I straighten it, and I try to do my best to like blend it, but you know, it is what it is. I haven't straightened my natural hair in like 4 years. It's been almost 4 years that I haven't straightened my natural hair, so it's not gonna blend completely with everything. It gets frizzy very quickly. My hair does. And that's just not something I could really help. And I don't want to burn my hair to smithereens trying to get it to blend with this hair from a whole different ethnicity of hair. I don't mind my hair being a little bit frizzy. I feel like that makes it look a little bit more natural. But going back to my initial experience of the hair, when I took it out of the bags and I kept it in the little bundles, and I went to the sink and went to clean it and found that there was a lot of dye coming out, and that was a little alarming for me. I was like, oh God, I don't know how this hair is gonna react. But here's the upside. So I was washing the hair and trying to make sure I got all the dye out. And I was scrubbing the hair. Like I was going in because I didn't want to have any type of skin reactions to the dye or anything like that. I just wanted to make sure it was completely out so that I can proceed with styling. And I really rough handled the hair. And even after all of that, when I went to go brush it out and detangle and everything, it detangled beautifully. I had no problems at all with the quality in that sense. The detangling was just super easy, and there was barely any shedding, really minimal shedding. And so that really encouraged me. It helped me to just relax about the hair and to see what it held, like, you know, see what was in store for it. And so I proceeded to blow dry the hair, and even through me blow drying the bundles, very minimal shedding. It was still super easy to detangle. I've had hair in the past, not gonna say which exact company, but I've had hair that it was just a tangly mess. As soon as you got through detangling it, you kind of had to go back and do it again, because like as it dried, it just was a mess, and you could tell it was over processed. So again, I'm not sure about this hair. I'm not sure like what their process is for preparing this hair for consumers. But whatever it is, I give them an A+. I give BeautyForever an A+ for making sure the hair is like nice and usable. It detangles super easily. And again, there was very, very, very minimal shedding. This is after all the rough housing, the blow drying. And so when I went to go ahead and sew it in, I braided it up. I didn't go into that process too much of filming my braiding process or my sewing in process, just because it's been about 6 years since I've put a sewing in my own hair. And so I still need a little bit of time to like perfect that process. I don't want anybody coming from me like, girl, what the hell are you doing? Because it was a little bit struggly. If you could tell from some of these shots that I'm putting up, I had a time. It actually took me altogether like 10 hours to do the entire style. So if that gives you any any idea about what I went through, it would have been crazy trying to film that entire thing. But I did film certain parts, like my braid pattern that I use. I just like to use squiggly, like one full braid that takes up, I did one full squiggly braid in the back and 2 in the front. So it was just a total of 3 braids. It covered my whole head. And I like that process because it makes it so that I don't have to like worry about pinning down a bunch of braids. I didn't even sew down my braids, my 3 braids. I just pinned them up into my braids and then sewed them under, you know, the tracks in my hair. And so yeah, the sewing process was easy. I mean, as far as, of course it took forever because it was a learning curve for me to get back used to. I am a licensed natural hairstylist, and of course we did sewings in our classes, but there's a complete difference between doing a sewing on someone else and doing a sewing on your own head. So yeah, some things that I want to know about the hair as I was straightening it. So you can tell it's not 100% straight at all, which I kind of hate. It was a real struggle trying to make this hair get straight. But again, my hair is not bone straight, you know. I have African American hair, and so I don't know if that's like such a difficult thing that it wouldn't straighten all the way. I think if you took the time to go through it a few passes to get it bone straight, then it would, but I was kind of rushing through the process, so that's not really anything on BeautyForever. It's probably more, I'm just saying all of this to say, if you are at a crunch for time, you don't really want to, or if you are in a time crunch, you don't really want to wear this hair if you need it to be bone straight. You might want to go with a curlier hairstyle because there's just a lot of crinkles and stuff to work out. But if you have the time to kind of sit through, do a couple passes over each section and do it in small sections, then you can get this hair straight. But it can be kind of frustrating if you want to wear it, like I said again, in waves, and you're noticing that it's not getting super straight. What you'll notice too is that my hair looks pretty stringy in comparison to the bundles. And again, that's just because I've been natural and my hair is pretty long, and I only left like a little section out. So this is my hair here that I had left in the middle, and you probably, yeah, you've already seen that because I've shown that in the shots. But this is my hair here, and so trying to get it to blend with that, with the rest of the hair, is gonna be a challenge. I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and like cut my hair a little bit so that I can have a bit of a bang. And but I didn't even have any oil on my hair. I just sprayed a little bit of cheese spray on it before I flat ironed it, and it still kind of came out looking stringy and kind of oily for no reason. But again, these are only things that I tend to notice. Most people out on the street, they don't care. They just see somebody with, you know, a nice full head of hair, and that's all that matters. So I don't really strive for protection. I mean, I don't really strive for perfection. I just go for the look, and I want to have fun and feel comfortable in the look. I do feel like it blended pretty well considering the fact that my hair is so long and a different texture. I do also like the fact that I was able to, you know, blend the top pretty well, and, you know, I'm still trying to figure it out as far as the placement of it. I'm trying to get this video out there because I want to get more into just talking about my hair moves and the things that I'm trying out for my hair. This is definitely going to be a part of my protective styling series. But yeah, it's going to be a work in process, and I'm also, it's a work in progress, and I'm also kind of glad that only like 2 people watch my videos because I can grow in my skill as my channel grows. But I did want to put this out and just give my honest opinion about the hair. Again, I'm going to be checking in. You know, you'll probably see it start to look better as I figure more things out about this hair as well as my hair and how it behaves in comparison to this hair. So yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to really get into. Let me see. So right now where I am, considering everything, considering like the packaging that it came with, considering, you know, the dye kind of running all out of it. Yeah, I'm saying that it's virgin unprocessed hair, but it's mad dye coming out. considering the lack of shedding, it was really easy to detangle and there was very minimal shedding. I would give this hair right now maybe like a 7 out of 10. And the only reason why I only give it a 7 is because of the density. I just was hoping that it would be a little bit thicker, even though, like I said, it is thicker in comparison to some other companies. I feel like you pay a good amount for some hair and you want it to last and you want it to look like right on you. And I was a little concerned about the thickness. This is 4 bundles. And yeah, I mean, it looks all right. On camera, I can't even really be mad at it, but I would have just liked for the bundles to be a tad bit thicker. And for there not to have been like so much processing of the hair, because that kind of feels like false advertising to me. But so many people rave about BeautyForever, and I just wanted to give them a good go. And I'm gonna try to give them a good review as far as, I think I'm gonna keep these bundles in for about a month. So I'll try to keep checking in, maybe at like 2 weeks, and then maybe finally at a month's mark to provide an update about how the hair held up. But I just wanted to share this with you, that I'm trying out these bundles, and this will be my look for about the next month. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the hang time. I'm enjoying the femininity that I feel with the bundles installed, and I'm looking forward to, you know, how I style it and the looks that I can create with it. So thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Turn on your notifications. I'm gonna try to be here at least 3 times a week.